myself later when I have to take that out. Let me just stop that right now. Oh my God, it is so hot. Hello everyone, welcome. It is Yule, aka the winter solstice, and I am sweating so much. Oh my God. Ugh. I might have to turn these off because yeah, it's just like, it's way too hot tonight. But anyway, it is the winter solstice, so I wanted to have a hangout about it. First of all, I want to say thank you. I hope you guys can hear me because my camera is now over here in my ring light, which I'm still figuring out, but we're getting there. Oh, thanks. I see someone left a like. Thank you so much. Because you know I get hate, but you know, whatever. Yeah, how are you, Missy? Hey, Kingpin, how's it going? How you guys been? I feel weird, like waiting for you guys to respond. Oh my God, I totally forgot to say thank you to a certain subscriber for my new ring light. Merry Solstice, etc. And also my first Le Normand card set or deck, I guess. I don't know, card set deck. Ooh, words are hard. Yeah, I really appreciate the fact that you guys believe in me. Like, it means a lot to me. I put a lot into these, as you can see. It's really nice to know that, you guys appreciate the work. So I'm really touched. I'm always touched by you guys. Thank you. That's sweet. Awesome. Hey, how was your trip, Missy? How'd it go? Was my reading correct? Is everything good? Cool. And anyway, so yeah, I'm still learning the system of Lenormand, but one of the things that's pretty cool and like really different about it, like from tarot, is that it's very like straightforward, and it's for like, oh, sweet, I'm still here. Oh, huh. Well, that's cool. Great. I'm glad. So what is kind of cool about these, and I haven't worked with them too much, but I have done a few readings, and yeah, it's very sort of simple questions. Well, not simple questions, but practical. It's not like, with a lot of like tarot, sometimes it gets very abstract and very much like, oh, all these other meanings and layers and certain layers. And sometimes people just have very straightforward questions, and it can be a little frustrating for people sometimes. So this is a different system, and doing, I don't know, I'm thinking of maybe like 2 card readings I'm thinking of offering. I don't know, I'm thinking of either actually offering like impromptu readings on like Patreon, because I have a Patreon that I set up like a long time ago, but I never actually activated it. I don't think people can actually become supporters on there, but I don't know. So I'm working on that, and that might be something that I offer pretty soon for like people who the fact that there are people who believe in me, and it's very hard to sometimes open yourself up to this kind of work when like, when you have some baggage in your past. So, sometimes it's a little bit hard to open up about it. So if I was thinking about potentially doing that. So we'll see. I don't know. I have to figure out how to actually activate that thing. Okay, I gotta take these off. Oh, Jesus. It's hot. It is too hot for the solstice. Yeah. How did I just do this? All right. Oh, it's slightly better. Christ. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna take everything off. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about stuff, I guess, and about what the solstice means, because I know a lot of you aren't too into it, and I've noticed that, I don't know, some of you kind of dig the witchy stuff. So, like, I don't know, apparently someone that I don't really know keeps talking about cursing people, and I just for public knowledge, sort of a PSA, I don't know that guy, I don't know anything about him, don't watch him, but like, just rest assured, because you can't really curse someone in a tantrum, I don't know. I've been thinking about this, and it's like so much of if you're into like spellcraft and stuff, so much of it is about focus and about sustained effort and consistency. It's sort of the difference between like, well, you know, throwing a tantrum and lashing out at people, like physically, versus going to a dojo and training in karate, you know? So yeah, when it comes to things like protective stuff or like, you know, hexing someone or whatever, I don't think you guys are gonna suffer any ill effects. But that stuff does exist. It's very, like, to actually be effective, there's a certain level of training and proficiency and like honing of skill that's required. Yeah. So rest assured. Oh, and also, I don't know if you guys. Okay, so one of the things that I'm going to be uploading in the future, if you remember, I did that reading about Larry Page and Sergey Brin leaving Google or Alphabet, right? Oh, please leave a like if anyone cares. I would appreciate that. Okay, and then The Verge actually dropped a bombshell report about the PTSD that content moderators who work for Google are suffering, and the adverse effects that trying to regulate the internet is having on these people. And it occurred to me that that sort of thing, that sort of treatment of actual, not just like people they contract out or companies that they contract out who were treated even worse, but even people who actually work for Google, you know, Google employees, just get treated horribly. And that sort of bombshell reporting is so like antithetical to Google and what their stated principles have always been. Interesting, right? Oh, thank you, Missy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know we don't get much interaction here because, I don't know, you know, because the drama's just so boring to me these days, and I'm just trying to do something else. So it's going to take time for people to really accept that and for people to sort of get what's up. So, you know, there are going to be times when, you know, it's just going to be, I guess, me and Missy talking to each other. But we'll get there. I mean, that's the thing. Nothing's built in a day. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day. No, but like, you know, these things take time. Like, look at J for Justice, which, by the way, if you haven't, I mean, most of you probably have. Oh, thanks, Missy. Yeah, I know that it's not show-stopping drama, but I feel like I have more to offer than that, you know? Like, I've been trying to sort of, I mean, for years I was saying like, oh, I just want to get away from stuff, and well, now I finally actually have the tools to do that, so I'm doing it. But oh, okay. Anyway, J for Justice. If you guys didn't see, okay. By the way, if you don't know, and I'm sure most of you guys do, because like you're pretty up on this kind of stuff. But J for Justice is awesome interviews about true crime cases and like active cases that are in the news, and a lot of people like have interviews with her. And it was amazing. She actually had one of Heidi Broussard's childhood friends, who was friends with the main suspect as well, on her YouTube channel, interviewing her live while it broke in the news that this mutual friend between her and Heidi was the main suspect. And Jay handled it amazingly. She's very empathic, empathetic. I'm not sure which one of those. Probably both. But oh, sorry. I seem to just repeat. So should you connect? Right. That's exactly. You know, at a certain point, it's like, yeah, it's just there's nothing left to really do with that. And I mean, it's like, okay, oh, what's someone angry about now? Like, you know, you don't want to have that be your default everyday existence. You don't want to hear that stuff all the time. Oh, well, who's the new, like, you know, huge asshole or whatever. It's so draining. And yeah, if you have anything else to offer, I think eventually you can't, you know, I mean, you can't even just sustain your interest. It's like it gets so boring and dull, and it's like you just resent the fact that you're talking about these people or whatever, you know? Yeah, thanks. I know you get it. Like, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. I know, just get tired of arguing with, see, words are hard. You just get tired of like arguing with people all the time. It's the same thing all the time. And then attitudes become entrenched, and it's like, okay, so whatever someone does, this other person's not going to like them, you know? It doesn't really matter at that point. It's self-perpetuating. So, I don't know. And not only that, but leads to burnout, especially if you try to create content or you have a channel. Like, because it's just so draining, and you have to somehow make the fact that someone's being an asshole interesting when there's literally nothing else to say. Yeah. Anyway, so if you haven't, but like, anyway, the reason I brought up Jay for Justice is because she does awesome interviews. She's really good. She's very like respectful, very open, and very like, yeah, empathic. And I really like, she inspires me a lot, especially now that her channel and podcast that goes with it, which I have to look into that too, by the way. Now that they were actually featured on a local news CBS affiliate in Houston that actually, yeah, showcased her channel and was referred to by an actual news source. Which is awesome, and like I'm so happy for her, and she is a perfect example. Like, that's the thing, you put in the work, you make the effort, you take the time, you establish something, you build it, you know, you stay like, again, consistent, you keep your integrity, you continue, and you improve, hopefully. I mean, all of us want to do that. If you're on YouTube, that's what it's all about. Like, you know, you never stop learning in life, or you shouldn't. And then when this opportunity happens, even though it's unfortunately by these awful circumstances, I mean, it's still amazing that she was able to showcase how well she interviews people who are in incredible pain. And she is going to like grow because of that. Like, people will seek her out. Yeah, stay focused. Exactly. That's like the main thing. And yeah, I've learned a lot about that just from, you know, getting into more of my witchy stuff and trying to actually communicate it with other people or to other people. Yeah, so much of it is really just about focus and like not focusing on other people. Like, you know, it's easier to, I don't know, something about it just makes it kind of easier to move away from focusing on what other people are doing, you know, because there's so much attention or so much intention that you really are required to focus on yourself if you want to do this kind of stuff. So anyway, I just think that her, you know, the fact that more people are going to find her channel and she's going to grow from this is the right way to like do it. Like, you know, everyone was always talking about Truthfully Trisha when she went on Dr. Phil. That's not the way to do it. She didn't really grow from that, remember? Like, what is she doing now? She's doing antics and blah, 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 and a bunch of BS. This is something Jay for Justice is going to actually grow from. And that doesn't happen overnight. And it takes real effort and real work. And, you know, you can't just, you know, you can't be ruled by your moods. It's very important. And that's hard to do, but it's very important. So I just wanted to say congratulations to Jay for Justice. I don't know her, but she's awesome, and I'm a fan, and I dig it. So way to be. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so wait, I'm sure that I get on one thing and then there's other stuff I wanted to mention and I totally forget. Oh, thank you, Mr. Roper. Yeah, I got sort of my own interpretation of the Saint Lucia kind of feast, along with maybe a nod to like Midsummer here. I put this together like a few minutes ago. But thank you. Yeah, I had my little light up lights, but oh my god, it is so hot out here. Like, I have the window open. It's super weird. And this was on, but I had to... you guys can rewind it. You'll see it. I'll have to take I put a spell on you out, though. I even have fur and everything. See, I was, like, prepared tonight, and then it's, like, sweltering. Oh, well. But thank you. How are you? How's it going? What's up? Let's see. I'm sure. See, it all just goes like right out of my head when I come on here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can mention blah blah, and we can talk about. Oh, wow. The book. See, it's interesting in this kind of deck. What is that? The book? Or no, yeah, it is the book. Okay, in this kind of deck, the book means like learning hidden knowledge or something, or a secret coming out. Interesting that fell out, you know? I'm just shuffling just because it's a solstice. Yeah, so, yeah, so that's amazing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I guess, I don't know. Does anyone check my community tab? Because I try to share, like, when I find really cool channels that I'm watching, I try to post about it because they're awesome and because, you know, people should. Like, that's the thing. I really try to keep, you know, what I share with people to awesome stuff, not, you know, stuff that is, you know, someone being crappy about someone else. But let's see. I think, did I actually put this on my community channel? I just put this on Twitter. But yeah, another channel that you might want to check out is called The Haunted Side. And NBC is a good channel. Oh yeah, well, CBS was what picked her up. But yeah, that too. I mean, you know, the big three. They're all pretty legit. But yeah, isn't that awesome though? Like, that's so cool. And it's just such a perfect, like, microcosm of what is, like, required to actually have a channel where you do stuff live that's worth stuff, that, or not worth stuff, but like worth paying attention to, that's worth anything, you know? That was really cool. But yeah, The Haunted Side, they are paranormal investigators. They're like ghost hunters, but without all the like cheesy theatrics and stuff. Like, they really just are chill, which is nice. So, and the production quality of their edited videos is like amazing. Like, seriously, they inspire me so much. I'm like, damn. Like, you know, there's the main investigator. He has two cinematographers who he's partners with. So they like switch off, or sometimes they do things together, like all together, all three of them. And like, so like, yeah, they are professionals. So like, that's awesome. That's cool. But like, also, it's just like to see something that's really well produced and very like professional. It like, I don't know, that again, to me, it's really inspiring. And, you know, it's the kind of thing that I want to eventually one day get to, like, on that level. Thank you so much, Missy. Okay. You know, like, have you, and Jay first, thank you. Amazing. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Sweet. Yeah, you guys should subscribe to them because they're awesome. Like, that's what I've been watching lately. Thank you. Oh, you're like a pro, I swear. Okay, so, all right. So, yeah. Pretty awesome. Let's see. I know you got me. Like, it's all love. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. See, again, it goes like right out my head. Oh yeah, did you guys notice everyone was, or you know, from the little bits that I saw, because again, I haven't really been around, but have you noticed after the Kappa thing, no one's channel got deleted? Anyone notice that? You know how I mentioned that, like, look, it's finances. The fish are finances in this deck. So, okay, like, no one, it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. There's no doomsday happening. YouTube isn't like suddenly gonna get rid of live streaming out of nowhere. Like, there's, I don't know how there's always some like weird doomsday thing going on that people are convinced that this is going to be the end of everyone's channel. It's not going to happen. I don't know. But again, I don't know if there's actually been, well, I'm sure that there has been crazy drama, but I don't know of what stripe, because I'm just not really paying attention at this point. Sorry. Exactly. Like, it's always, there's just some weird rumor. And like, even if you're not really paying attention, you still kind of know that people are freaking out about whatever. And it's not like there's always some weird like, oh, or what was it? They're gonna make you have 10,000 subscribers to get monetized next. Where? Worry about it when it happens. Again, it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of focus. Like, why focus on something that like you don't even verify is actually gonna happen? Or consequences that, you're just thinking like, oh, well, it's going to be that. I don't know. I think that sometimes people do this, to be honest. And I'm not like throwing shade at anyone. I'm just thinking that sometimes I think that some people like put that stuff out there because they don't want anyone else to start YouTube channels and they don't want any competition because that's the way they think. It tells you a lot about their mindset. I don't know. Yeah. Or if you can't control it, if it happens, it happens. Exactly. How long did I go like before qualifying for monetization again? Months and months. Months and months. A really long time, way too long. But like, I got there and we're growing. It's not the end point, is my point. My point. Yeah. So like, not gonna happen. If it does happen, people will adjust or they'll find other platforms. Like I said, thinking about incorporating a little Patreon kind of thing with some extras and, some on-demand tarot readings or Lenormand readings. Maybe. We'll see. One thing YouTube kind of teaches you is that it's good to diversify. You can't just rely on like, super chat. You can't always be hitting people up for money. Just saying. Yeah, if it happens, it happens. Anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess like a big part of why I've been thinking about all this is this time of year in the sort of witchy communities. Oh, all right. Yeah, thank you for being here. I know it's like super late where you are, so yeah, it's probably like what, 2, almost 3. Geez, sorry. Thank you for being here and talking to me for a minute. Yeah, this isn't gonna be a really long one, I don't think. Just because I don't know, I don't have anyone else to talk to at this point. But I don't know if someone wants to chime in and actually talk about stuff, that would be cool. But if not, that's fine too. I'm good with whatever. I got other stuff I got to. In fact, I got some work I got to do for a client, actually, some spell work. So yeah, it's a good night for that. And all of this is good. Like, it's a good part of the year for that, because right now is a great time to focus on your goals in the coming year. It's a great time to plant a seed and watch it grow. Okay. This is a great time for that. So if you are interested in manifesting and you want to know more about it, then this is the perfect time to learn. The letter, which is news about a choice, the crossroads, and a lot of people are going to be talking about it. Wow. I don't know why those just fell out, but interesting nonetheless. Anyway, let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, okay, so much about this time of year. It's perfect for really thinking about what you want to grow in the near future. Oh my God, thank you, Mr. Roper. That's so nice of you. Aw, happy winter solstice to you too. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. I love you guys. Seriously, you guys are awesome. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but like right by my desk, which is where I like edit stuff, I have like if you've ever written me like a note or like sent me a card or something, it's all still there. Like I keep it like right there. Like I am so grateful for you guys. Like it really means a lot to me. And really it does. I don't know. I can't really express it in words. It's just like I'm always amazed by you guys. You rock. Thank you. So wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so like it's the perfect time for that kind of thing. So it's the perfect time to focus on growth and where you want to go next. You know, and again, this sort of like if you think about it, this makes sense. There are a lot of like correlations between, you know, the sort of witchy meanings and what we do traditionally in our culture. Like New Year's resolutions is all about that, right? Setting a new goal and working towards it and committing to that. So, you know, there's definitely a correlation there that's pretty interesting culturally. I don't know. I love learning about different cultures, as you guys know. Oh, hey, let's see what I can do with this. Okay, so let's just play with this light for a minute. Okay. Now it's off. That's 0%, right? Ooh. I mean, I wanted to see what that looks like on YouTube, because like with the encoder and everything. Where was that? It was like here. I think. Also, temperature. Ready? Okay. Right now it's warm. This is colder. Do you see how different the temperature makes things look? Isn't that crazy? I've been playing with it like, and I just want to see what it looks like actually on here. So this is as cold as it is. Oh, sorry, I go back to it. Oh. Focus, Faye. And you see how different that looks? Crazy, right? Oh, I guess it automatically does it about here, I think. Sweet. Isn't that cool? Oh my god, thank you, Kingpin. Awesome. Yeah, I post a lot on there actually. Like, I don't know, just randomly, mostly on my story, but thank you. I appreciate that. See, you guys rock. Like, you're awesome. I have the best subscribers, I swear. Thanks. Sweet. I'll follow you back, by the way. Quotes. I'm trying to get better at that. The only thing I don't really like about Instagram is the fact that the notifications disappear. So, like, I'll be like, oh, wait, I was going to respond to someone, and then it's hard enough for me to remember this stuff. I don't know. It's like everything's set up to just, you know, if you have ADHD, it's set up to make it worse and like everything. Oh, but thank you. You guys rock. Okay, so I play with that. Sorry, I've been meaning to do that, but like what? Let's see, what else has happened? Oh, right. I know a lot of people aren't, you know, in the adjacent to boy communities aren't going to want to hear this, but Merry Impeachmas. Yeah. Thank God. That's all I have to say about it. I just want to say Merry Impeachmas to everyone. It's kind of cool living in a liberal place because I've noticed that like walking around, just being outdoors, like everyone's suddenly like cheerful. It's great. I love it. I love it here. It's awesome. Being a coastal elite. Is that what they call us? I don't know. You know, liberal people. I don't know. Who knows? See, it goes right out of my head. Oh, hey, Mom Chi-Chi, what's up? How you doing? Oh, nice to see you. Yeah, what's tricks? What's new? I'm completely clueless, really. But let's see. What else? See, I had all these. It's like, you know, I think like, you know, as I'm going about stuff, I'm just like, oh, this would be a cool topic for a hangout. I should talk about this and that and the other. And then I get on here and I'm like, what? Oh, wow. That sounds hardcore. I've never heard of doing that. Deep frying a burrito. That's wild. Yeah, no, I've literally never heard of them. Am I behind the times? It could be. Oh, thanks, Kingpin. Right on. Happy Festivus to you, too. Yeah, it's getting about there. That's what, the 23rd? So, yeah, in like 2 days. Well, 1 day now, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Anyway. We'll see. Sweet. You got your pole out? Feats of strength and airing of grievances. And I feel like that there's so many elements of, that's weird. I don't know why that just fell out. For the rest of us, exactly. I'm down with Festivus, don't you worry. I know. Yeah, like, yeah, there's so many elements of like things that actually like the most dysfunctional or sort of well, maybe not dysfunctional. I mean, they do serve a purpose, but like the most like, you know, awkward parts of family get-togethers is like magnified. Like, I feel like they took so much like inspiration from like all the stuff that happens in real life. Like airing of grievances happens a lot in a lot of families when they get together and they get around the holidays. Well, okay, shit. Wow. I appreciate the frankness though. That's cool. Let's see. Oh wow, that's weird. So, okay, I got the bear, which is about protection. And then I got the snake, which is like a cunning, like, person who's, you know, sneaky. Again, I'm not sure why these are falling out. If they're falling out, like, you know, regarding the things I talk about, or I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm tapping into something. Someone who's watching, or they're thinking about asking a question, and maybe you just got the answer. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, yeah. The implication. I got it. Y'all wildin'. Let's see. Wow. Sorry, I just blanked out. I was gonna like totally say something and then I missed it. Or I don't know, if I don't like actually get on one of the like tracks in my mind and actually go down, then I miss it. Like I miss the stop and I just start talking about other stuff. It's super weird. I don't know. ADHD is fun, I guess. Kind of. Maybe. Sometimes. I don't know. There's something about it. There's an alternate kind of mindset I think it gives you if you have it. You know, again, you just kind of blab things out, and sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's just not. You can't win them all. I don't know. You know what? I was thinking about that too. Also, like not being able to win those. See, now here we go. Okay, so like I was thinking the other day, like I don't know, like okay, when you see people who like do live streams and they never have fluctuations in viewers, like they always seem to have more than so many, it's BS. Like just so you know, like Google knows that too, and that's a big thing for them. Like, you know, every channel goes through ebbs and flows, and that's just that flux is normal. So if you don't see that happening on a particular channel, like I'm not thinking of any particular channel, but on any given channel, like, you know, then it's BS. Like nothing is that, you know, consistent when it comes to groups of people, you know, need some whippets. Yeah, that's truck stop swag, I guess. Oh man, I don't understand the appeal of whippets. Like, I don't know, they last like 10 seconds and it's like weird. I don't know. I've done it like once, but I don't know. I guess it's mainly kids who do it. I know I was a kid. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're a kid and you can't get real drugs. Speaking of which, cheers. I guess if you can't get real drugs, it you know, my grandparent music too. Well, I don't know. I used to. I mean, maybe not so much grandparent music, but I don't know. But no, I don't know. Mainly just have an opener, and I don't know, if things get boring, usually a music break. But I don't really do that anymore because it's a pain to go back and take it out. So, but I don't know. Do you want me to? You tell me. I don't know. I mean, by the way, I don't think that like, I don't think that Tucker's a bad person or anything. Like, I know that like, you know, I mentioned the whole thing about Shamo last time, but like, I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't. You know, I just think, you know, sometimes his responses are not, you know, like, I don't know. A lot of, from my experience, and this is just from my experience on YouTube, like, it really is a good kind of policy to be more like, I guess maybe collaborative. Like, I don't know. I mean, or with when someone criticizes you, it's best to just like listen, you know? Like, I don't know. There's no reason that everyone needs to fight all the time. There really isn't. I mean, like it's YouTube. The big thing about this is collaborations. You don't want to, like, you know, you shouldn't see everyone who's in the same and I'm not really talking about Tucker right now when I say this, so don't take it if he's, you know, if anyone goes and tells him what I'm talking about, just rest assured I'm not really talking about him right now. This is more about just general YouTube stuff. All right? Okay. So, like, a lot of, and I don't know, maybe Boyd in general, I guess, it seems like a lot of people in the communities tend to view each other as competitors rather than potential collaborators. More loops. I like that. Absolutely. But yeah, like, I mean, and I've been watching a lot of different communities lately. So, like, there's the commentary community, and, you know, I dig what they do. And they're so well edited too, so well produced. Like, man, again, this is stuff that makes you want to up your game, and that's great as a YouTuber because you shouldn't be stagnant or else you're just wasting your time. So yeah, like the Right Opinion, Jay Aubrey, James Marriott, yeah, they're like awesome. They have great channels, amazing content. It's all commentary on social media and YouTube, and they do a lot of talking about like dysfunctional things that they see on YouTube. It's really cool. Like, I very much dig it, what they do. And you see them, and you know, they will, let's see, how do I say this? They're like cool with each other, you know? It's not like constant battles all the time. Like, they're friends, you know, they'll collaborate on different videos together. Like, you know, they'll have sections of their video where the other person films a bit and they put it together. And, you know, that's how people grow. So, like, you have to kind of think like that, I think, in the long term, from my experience. And again, it's not about Tucker. It's just about like Boyd in general. I'm sure it is. No, I know what you're saying. I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't know, and that's the, like, again, I'm relating this back to myself, not this about Tucker. So, which again, I don't have anything against him. I don't think he's a bad person. Like, I think we all have to, you know, sort of like maybe recalibrate what we're doing every day. It's really easy to just want to make maybe or I was gonna say make content, but he says he doesn't make content. But so it's really easy to want to just please people and people who view, and sort of always, you know, again, letting the number like your current number of whatever steer where you go, but like that really does lead to burnout. Like I've tried it. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he really has much of a plan for where he wants to go, you know? Like, but and I think he easily could. You know, there's nothing stopping anyone on YouTube. It's a free resource, and what you make of it is what you make of it, you know? But yeah, like, I don't know. And yeah, like wanting all like the toys and stuff. I mean, I have one of those what Elgato programmable panels, and I still haven't figured out how to quite use it. But yeah, I got it, and I didn't pay like for it. I paid like a third of it on Prime Day or something. Like I got like a crazy deal for it. But it's really easy to want to like really just like bulk up on all this like production stuff and equipment because it's fun and they're toys. But then it's like, you know, you have to like, then it's, at a certain point, it's like, well, wait, I'm not really at the technical level to really, you know, use this to its full, you know, capacity. So I have to get better at using what I have, you know, instead of just wanting to buy a bunch of stuff, which I don't know. I mean, everyone wants more. Everyone wants more toys and like, and it's cool that he has all that production stuff. It is. It's just like, you know, it's like, how are you, like, you really have to ask yourself, like, how am I going to utilize this? Or else it just becomes like waste. And then you're eating into like, you know, the money that you earned, you know? He's like, hey, Betty, how's it going? Sweet. Oh my God. See, it's, yeah. I mean, I guess if they're okay with that attitude, then all right. That's their thing. But like, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of off-putting. I feel as a woman. How it goes, sweet tits. Hey, sugar tits. That's funny. I'm a nerd. Sorry. But again, you know, if people are cool with him, then it's not my place to say much or anything. But I don't know. Just as a woman, it's a bit like, just one of those things. I don't know. Oh my God. See, I wanted to mention this. You guys didn't see. Vlogger Puppets mentioned me. Oh my God. Or I guess now it's what? Video sharing for seniors and YouTube parodies, right? Is that it? Oh my God, he totally mentioned me in a video. I can't believe it. Like in the title, it was like, what? I was amazed. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, basically it was him asking me why what was it? Oh, if I'm gonna read out cat stuff, which I decided I'm not. And you know, oh, don't you have other friends on YouTube? Well, I mean, that's kind of where I've been lately. So I don't know. I just hope, like, I don't know. I feel like if I don't get a puppet, that will be my biggest achievement around here. I don't think it's necessarily a good thing to have a puppet. I don't know. At each his own. Oh, of course. Yeah, and that's that's kind of what I'm saying. Like if people are fine with it, that's cool. You know? Like personally I wouldn't be, but whatever. Again, not my channel, not my rules. Well, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, I guess you don't know about that. Like, okay, I don't know. I don't know if you're referring to this, Mr. Roper, but like, I always laugh at that because Punk did that to a guy once. It's pretty funny. Like, that's who we call sugar tits. Amazing. See, there you go, Mr. Roper. Mr. Roper's on it. Oh, shit. Okay, that's weird. Huh. Okay, so This is about messages and secret information or unknown information and a messenger of good things. So, I don't know, I just mentioned punk. Okay, so I'll say this one thing about punk. Like, I'm not going to get specific about what he's up to. I'm just gonna say everyone grieves in their own way, and I hope that people can respect that. Okay? Like, just because he hasn't been around on YouTube, doesn't mean it's something to pride about. Okay? Hey, Zero Infinity, what's up? Pretty good. Doing pretty good. It's the longest night of the year, and we're here. How are you? Okay. But yeah, so I hope people can just respect that. And I mean, not everyone wants to be on display. Not everyone wants their whole life out there, and it's unfair to expect that. So, just for the record, just let it be. Have some respect. Appreciate it. So, yeah, no, it's good. I'm doing good. Checking out my new ring light. Talking about stuff, where things are going. Talking about the fact that is for Justice got featured on a Houston affiliate of CBS for her live interview with the mutual friend of both the victim and main suspect in the Heidi Broussard case. Crazy. Seriously, if you guys haven't seen that interview, like, it's a few hours long, watch it. Because it's like it actually, the news of who the main suspect was actually broke, and like the fact that they found her remains and everything happened as they were on air. Amazing. There you go. See, he's just trying to butter you up. There you go. Yeah, this is, it's the Love Connection Lounge or something, or the Singles Lounge, I guess. Kind of, sort of, kind of. Used to, well, I don't know. Used to be totally like the Singles Lounge. Now it's still kind of. I don't know. Everyone's here to hook up. But yeah, so yeah. Wow. I totally got off on a different track that I was going down. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Thank you. I got lost. Meow Meow's choice. Right on. I don't know who that is, but cool. I dig it. But or was that the cat ears thing? It just seemed right. I know. There's no real reason for the cat ears. It just, yeah, it just kind of felt right, so I went with it. Yeah, or I don't know. I guess I don't know. YouTube's kind of interesting in a way to see how these different sort of communities function and relate to each other. Like, I don't know. I think that's really fascinating about social media and like how people group because there's no real rules to it. So to see like the commonalities that pop up is pretty interesting, I think. I know maybe some people think it's boring, but you know what? That's also why I majored in anthropology. So I find that kind of stuff fascinating. And yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know, it just seems like if you like I don't know, maybe not jealousy or envy, but like if you're always comparing yourself and like your progress to other people's progress on here, it's like it's really easy to let it get to you. And I think it's really important to not let that happen. Like because I don't know, ultimately YouTube is a creative thing and you have to have like ideas and like, you know, you have to, you know, hopefully do something creative and cool. But like ultimately because of the platform, like if you want longevity and you want it to sustain itself, you really have to, you know, like innovate in a way. You have to keep improving. So I don't know. It's just interesting to see how some people in some groups naturally view others or like their peers with suspicion or like a sort of competitive feeling because it's easy to let that happen. Yeah, totally. Either say it. It's gonna make you laugh every time you say that. I'm a nerd. Always remind yourself. Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, you know, it's easy to see someone in a different niche, especially if they do like different, like, or they have a different type of channel, I guess. They have different content, it's about other stuff, they do other things than what you do to like really want to just like jack their shit, basically. But like, it's really important to like, again, think of it as like, you know, it would be awesome to have what they have for what I do, you know? I feel like that's really important. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But yeah. Um, I'm gonna keep shuffling. Again, thank you to the subscriber for who gifted me this and my new ring light. Again, I'm gonna like be annoying about that stuff. Like I'm gonna keep saying thank you because it's important to be grateful. But like seriously, it means a lot to me that you guys support me doing this and that you think I have potential to do more than this. Like, you know, again, not just like doing live streams about drama. That's really cool. Oh wow. Huh. Love. But a woman. Random. Okay, so you know what? This is something that throws me off. Okay, so in this card, the tower means something completely different than in tarot. In the Lenormand deck, it means like work. So it always throws me off. Yeah, it's okay. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Oop. Oh wow. Okay, so mountains are about challenge. But I also got the flowers with bouquet, which modifies this so that it's like You'll get over it with luck. Interesting. It's really interesting what cards pop up and what sort of themes show up again and again, considering what we're talking about, or at least what I'm talking about. So let's see. I don't know. Let's see, what time is it? It's like 1 a.m. One of the things I was thinking about maybe doing, maybe we'll do this tomorrow, or like, I don't, we'll see if it's dark tomorrow, and if it is, people probably have their lights on. If you guys want, maybe we can like go around and look at the Christmas lights or something. I was thinking that might be fun to do because it is the solstice, and like it's just something different, you know? Kind of cool. Oh yeah? Did you like it? That's awesome. What'd you think? Again, that's weird. So there's some kind of challenge. I don't know if I'm like picking up on what someone's like thinking or like whatever. Yeah, which one? Well, sweet. Oh, Neon Genesis or Cannon Busters? Is it? I can never remember the names of stuff. Is that what it is? Kim? I don't know. That's sweet. I'm so glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. It's awesome. Oh, sweet. That's a classic. I mean, yeah. Oh, whoa. The flowers again. That's so weird because the card combination that I just picked just showed up again. That is so weird. But, oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'm so bad at remembering titles of stuff. But, like, yeah, it's awesome, right? Badass. What was it? I think it's the same team that did Cowboy Bebop. I think. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, awesome, right? Totally. Yeah, I haven't actually finished. I'm so bad with this kind of stuff. Like, I feel like I have so much to watch all the time, and like, I don't know, trying to stay current on everything. It's really hard. This is like, again, this is kind of why, you know, I haven't really been around. Like, I'm trying to get better at all that stuff. Did I miss something? Yeah. Oh my God, it's intense, right? It's like, yeah, totally. Yeah, what Zero said. Yeah. It's a good series though. Man, it's like the most weirdly like it's awesome to watch and it's also like depressing in a way. Like it's oh wow. Awesome. Huh. That's crazy. Yeah. You know, I didn't like I don't know. I know it like flopped or whatever, but I didn't see why like Ghost in the Shell had to be live action. I don't know. That to me was weird. But I don't know. Wow. Yeah, totally. Wow. That's wild. Yeah, I don't know, like I don't, again, I guess because I don't, maybe it's just because I'm used to it, but like, I mean, I never really watched the movie because it seemed really weird that it was live action. I mean, I can't see the Major as like any real person. It's just the Major, you know? I have one of those comic books actually, or I guess manga. I do. I'm a nerd, okay? Like, you guys don't know. Okay, I have the Fooly Cooly manga too. Like, yep. The original. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this is stuff that's like, yeah, I just nerd the fuck out sometimes and it's fun. But yeah, also like I don't know, I'm trying to like stay more current on all of this stuff. It is hard though, because so much is happening all the time. And now it's like, or you know, it's geeky as well. Sweet. You get what I'm saying then. Yeah, I think, yeah. You guys get what I'm saying. And yeah, like, I don't know. it just takes up a lot of time, like trying to, you know, not be like, oh yeah, no, I never saw that, blah blah blah. There's always so much more to see, but like now, especially with, you know, all these like corporations getting hip to the game, that like no one wants to deal with, you know, cable and commercials and stuff. It's like, well, great, now they're all on streaming platforms. Wonderful, thanks. I don't know, it's really weird. Like as someone who comes on here and like makes YouTube content, it's, I don't know, it's a weird way to relate to everything. I don't know. I feel like so many like corporations are muscling in on independent platforms like YouTube. I mean, I'm sorry, I still say that Logan Paul was like, and like the Paul brothers or whatever, that was like the first like Disney Channel type, you know, I mean, you know, that's what they're funded by, like corporate harbinger. I can never say that word, but of where things are going. It's all becoming really corporate. Yep, Baby Yoda. Yep. Mm-hmm. Totally. Perfect. Yeah. Damn. I don't like all this stuff's like adding up though. Like, so you have to have Disney Plus, you have to have Hulu, you have to have Netflix, you have to have Amazon Prime. Like, oh my god, it's like, you know, I made a money shit. Okay, there's gonna be some stuff that I ain't seen. Oh wow, the stars. That's about, again, luck and achieving your goals. Ooh. Baby Yoda's fucking cute though. Like, I get it. Space baby. I got you. I don't know, good memes. It's all about the memes, right? Oh my god, you know what? Okay, this has been one of my like little research topics that, again, I nerd out about, and like I'm interested, and I don't know if anyone else is interested in this kind of stuff. I found it through Twitter because I find a lot of like crazy shit through Twitter, and I love it. That's why I love it. Yeah, in Hollywood years ago. Yeah, me too. That's like, yeah, that's the whole thing, right? Like, yeah, it's been a minute for me. So, but like, yeah, it's like, you know, not knowing all the like cultural references and stuff. I mean, it really can sort of limit your like, I don't know how to say it, like your mental like library of stuff. Like you don't know when people are referring to whatever, like, and I don't know, I have to get better at this. I really do. Just because, you know, just because of what I do on here, really. Like I have to stay up on what people are into, like what the new like cool stuff is. Again, not, or I don't know, I don't know if I said this out loud, maybe not again, but like, I don't know, it just, I know that people sort of, The Ring, interesting, which is about commitment and contracts, interesting. Oh, sorry, hear this. Oh, I haven't heard this cat. I painted green and sold a swap meet as Baby Yoda. Oh, yeah, I bet you could get like triple the usual price, right? You swear that they want to keep you in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, exactly. Like you have to like keep expanding. Again, like just your knowledge and of what's going on. Like it's really hard. But like it's really important, you know? But yeah, like, and it's easy to just not want to like look into new stuff. Like, I mean, I read something like the brain actually like, or oh, that thing, the Stravinsky thing, when Stravinsky first put on his like first showing of Rites of Spring, people responded to it like it was a discordant mess, because it kind of is. But then as people got used to hearing the compositions and hearing the like unusual, like their brains naturally resented and like pushed it away and rebelled against it, and like everyone hated it, people left that intermission. Now it's one of the most popular like classical pieces to actually be performed. You know, like, so I don't know, that stuff's so interesting to me because it's like our brains don't like change. Like, we don't want to try new things. That's why it's so important to keep trying new things and learning new things, because like we are naturally inclined to want to like stay with what we know. You know, that's why people can have reactions to like new ideas sometimes and like fandoms and whatnot. You know, people can get so like, you know, angry. Oh, interesting. Again, protection from a snake and growth. You want to protect yourself. Yeah, keep trying new things and fucking up. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Keep improving. Keep like, yeah, like, I mean, you know, I don't know, people are so afraid to try. And it's sad. Or, oh, wait, no, that's not even the snake. That's flowers. Oh, what am I thinking of? Wait, so what's it? I'm still learning this deck a little bit. Oh, wow, this is really good. Okay, so protection. Again, luck. Or no, the lilies. Oh, the lilies are like family. So protection, family, and growth. The tree, literally growth. Interesting. Again, like maybe it's saying that people protect themselves so they don't realize when they have like all these awesome things, right? Like, you know, how people take their family for granted, and growth is so important. Interesting. Again. And the lilies are different from the flowers. It's a different deck, you know? I'm learning. But yeah, so I don't know, that to me is so fascinating. Again, I find all these like, I don't know, like psychological concepts so interesting because we're all affected by them. Like it applies to all of us, right? So like, it's just so fascinating to me that like people naturally don't want to try new things, which is why it's so important. You know, you got to keep challenging yourself, got to keep growing. And it's okay to fuck up. I don't know why people are so worried about fucking up. I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. So many people are afraid of even just opening up to other people and like, and it's so important to do that, I think. You know? Like, people can pick up on when it's not genuine or when it's not real, and like, there will just, nothing will come of it. But if you actually do put yourself out there and you actually, you know, yeah, put in the work and try. Like, even if you are, you know, totally either rejected or you totally fuck up, it's still worth it because you learn so much, you know? I don't know. I kind of relate this back to being on YouTube for a couple of years, and it's like I've learned so much doing this about people and about how people act and function. People, like, if you guys are into this discussion. If not, then I mean, I guess I'll know. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to get better. Remembering to do all this stuff or talk about this stuff. I guess I don't know, mentioning that. What's my point? I don't even know. But okay, so wait, what was the thing? Huh? See, I'm just open. I'm like, you know, I'm just blah, whatever comes into my mind. I don't have that problem of, you know, having to. Wait, where's my wine? I don't know. It always sounds like so much more. What's my point? Wait, what was my point? What was I talking about? Oh my god, I totally. Oh yeah, I guess, right, okay. People are saying, hey, sweet. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna start doing that. You know, I'm sure everyone will love that, right? Yeah, maybe they will. Who knows? Yeah, it's funny. Okay, but all right. So, wait, great. No, I'm joking. Well, I guess I'm joking, but I'm not joking. What am I saying? It's so hard sometimes, like words and stuff. No, but here's the thing. Wow, I totally did blank out right there. Yeah, they'll love that, right? Yeah, just say that to people all the time. Like yeah, they'll just like totally enjoy that. People you don't know, like if you it's like you're in court. People will appreciate that. Happy birthday, sweet. Yep. Mhm. You know, or if like you're like in church or whatever, people will love it. Yeah, no, but I was talking about this. Oh yeah, okay. But like no, really, like I have learned a lot from doing this. Like again, I'm really grateful for you guys. I'm really grateful for the fact that anyone shows up. Really, like that's awesome. It's amazing to me. Like really, it means a lot. Like it does, and like I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't know. I feel like I've learned like 10 years of stuff in the 3 years I've been on here. Well, I know, half on here sometimes. Anyway, is that proper? I don't know. We'll find out. Again, like if you go to court, just call the judge sweet tits. It'll be great. You'll win, whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the thing I mentioned that I just totally got off track about. Okay, this thing that I'm kind of obsessed with learning a bit more about. Okay, there are a bunch of different articles that were just like released or published, I should say, about the Epoch Times. Yeah, it's a winner, right? Just be like, instead of your honor, just say sweet tits. Perfect. But it sure is. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There's some ways that Voight is sort of not really with the times, I guess. And I think that's one of them. I don't know. But yeah, like, it's just, it's so obvious. Like, I don't know, for people to go right to that, Like, I mean, people who are like, hey, sweet tits. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Again, I have nothing against Tucker. I mean, if, he wants to objectify people, that's his choice or whatever. Women, men, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he could really have some, like, he could really go somewhere with this channel. He could. I just don't think he has thought about that. But I think he totally could. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, okay, so the thing that I totally got off track of again. Okay, so there are a bunch of articles about the Epoch Times being like sort of a apparatus of propaganda or something against, or what, oh god, what is it? It's like they have this weird dance troupe called Shen Yun, which I've never heard of before. And it's a group that's considered a cult by the Chinese government. And they have left China because of that, because of persecution. And yeah, they have, what was it, like one of the most, or they have the biggest actually social media presence of any news source. Like they have the biggest Facebook account and group, or But also, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. If there were more than just that, maybe it would be something like cool. But I don't know. I mean, I think he probably has something to say and a real perspective on stuff. I just feel like people don't, we don't really get to hear that, which is a shame. You're gonna get me in trouble. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I think even Trisha is kind of losing her patience, which the tree again. Again, it's interesting that the same card pops up once again. I don't know. She has way more patience than I do. God bless her. I don't know how she does it. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. The lilies and a woman. A lucky person. Literally. Oh. Maybe that's Trisha. Maybe that's what it's supposed to mean. I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. Okay, so like the Epoch Times, right though? Okay. So they have all these weird propaganda things, and like apparently they have this crazy like digital back panel or something, and their weird like dance troupe. And it's like all anti-communism, like political messaging and stuff. And it's like super weird and like it's bizarre, and I'm fascinated. Like few different elements. First of all, cults. I'm always fascinated with cults. Always. I mean, it's fascinating. And just propaganda. I find that fascinating. And yeah, the fact that this group has created such a huge social media presence on so many platforms, and they've become apparently a big a big financial kind of power. Oh, well, enjoy yourself. It's all good. You gotta go. But yeah, like, okay, so they've become a big financial power and a big like contributor of like conservative politicians because of the amount of money that they've amassed through this crazy dance troupe, which again I've never heard of before. Well, until I read this article about it, which is an article that I'm going to be reading to you guys on one of my pre-recorded things. I find the like weirdest, most fascinating stuff online sometimes, and I feel like I don't know if I'm into it. Like maybe there are people out there who are also into that kind of stuff, and I should probably be making content about it. Like, oh, you know what? This is another thing that I'm looking forward to actually recording and getting out here. Okay. Speaking of cults, Shinrikyo, the cult that was responsible for the 1994 Tokyo sarin gas bombing. If you have never read the Congressional Exploratory report on Shinrikyo, it is the most fascinating congressional exploratory report that I have ever come across. It reads like a manga. Like it is like it's mind-blowing. I mean, like you have they were manufacturing, I mean, it was this crazy cult in Japan based on, or that, as a front, it was a yoga group, and they ended up on a compound manufacturing chemical weapons and actually deploying them on the public. Grave of the Fireflies. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I still haven't seen that. I know I should, but I don't know. I just I feel like I haven't been in the right mindset to really watch something that's just gonna have me super sad and which can be good, can be refreshing and a reset. But yeah, no, but I know that's heavy too. Like, yeah, crazy heavy. But I mean, okay, so this group, okay, it's about yoga, right? Okay, one of the things in this congressional report that I'm going to share with you guys, that I'm going to read, is like, oh God, what was it? They had a microwave that was so big that you could put a human body in it. There are a bunch of followers of Aum Shinrikyo who became a part of the compound who they never found again. One of the capacities of this huge microwave was that it could disintegrate a body. Tell me that that's not some fucking sci-fi manga kind of shit. Tell me that's not like, what the fuck? Like, and again, this is not fiction. This is not a comic book. This is a congressional exploratory report. Amazing. It's just like mind-blowing. I swear to God. It's one of those fascinating cults. Like, just, I mean, and also the fact that they actually, they particularly resonated with people who were like executives in companies like Sony and Toshiba in the Japanese government, and like people who had the technical knowledge and skill to like actually create these like weapons, like in these crazy like I don't know what to call them, I guess things like that crazy fucking microwave. Like, what the fuck? Who would think of that? That's insane. Who would say like, hey, you know what? Chemical weapons. That's what we need to bring about the apocalypse, which was their whole thing. Wild, right? Not only that, but like it was actually so that they had some, oh, what was it? I gotta reread this for you guys. Like, seriously, you're gonna like it's gonna blow your mind. Like, people don't even know that this stuff happened until we did. They actually went to the Soviet or I guess Russia at that point, because it was right after the Soviet Union broke up, and they found people to train them in all of these military techniques and like the know-how of like, yeah, how to use all these different weapons. They were trying to buy nuclear material from old former Soviet officials and stuff, like who were selling things on the black market. It is the craziest shit. And these were people who were employed by the government and these like, yeah, like technical companies and corporations and pretty high up, like engineers were saying, like, you know, people who knew how to actually make all this stuff. It is crazy. Sorry, I know I'm on a tangent about it, but like, oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, that one of those animated things. That's the first time I've seen one. Thank you. Oh, that's wild though. Oh my gosh. How did you do that? How'd you find that? I feel so behind on everything. But thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, but like, okay, so like that stuff sounds fascinating, right? People don't even realize that any of this stuff happened, and it totally did. And like that group is still out there somewhere. The leader of that group who was like directing all this stuff, he never ever got time in prison. Like the people who actually carried out the sarin gas bombings did, but he never did. The actual leader is still like at large. It's mind-blowing. It's crazy. Also, okay, like, isn't it weird how like the ex-Soviet Union and Russia, like, it turns out has like funded all this like stuff? I mean, like, okay, you know, what was it, the Black Hawk Down or whatever? That group, the technical know-how to use the land-to-air missiles meant that, like, I mean, this was a few years ago, but it turns out that the implication of the whole thing was that they had to have been trained in the military, and they actually traced it back to Russians in the ex-Soviet Union training people to use, or I know I might be complaining, oh shit. You know what? I need to review my history on this stuff because it's been a while since it happened, and I might be totally wrong on all this crap. Sorry, but no, but I'm still, even so, even if I'm wrong on even if I am complaining to you, I know that this was a thing that, like, yeah, ex-Soviet officials, so like this same group, this same adversary or whatever has been sort of, I don't know, like waging a shadow war, apparently. I don't know. It's weird because, you know, you think with the whole Trump stuff and, you know, NRA and the mafia, and you make those connections, and then you find out all this other stuff and all this other nefarious stuff that just happened to destabilize the West. It's very interesting, you know? I don't know. And again, the fact that they are like notorious for planting conspiracy theories and have been for years and years and decades, really. I mean, like in the West. Again, I've mentioned this before, but if you guys have not seen Project Infection by the New York Times, it is a video on their YouTube channel. And it is about the Kremlin disseminated conspiracy theory that the government was like administering like and proliferating AIDS in inner city communities. Oh, thank you, Mr. Roper. That's so nice. I try. I do. I try. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Aw. So you guys rock. Like you do. It's amazing. Thank you. But like, okay, so like, okay, you guys know what I'm saying? Like the fact that this has been happening for years and years and years. And I mean, they pretty clearly infiltrated the Republican Party. Again, it's a mind fuck. Like it's like, what? Like it sounds like a sci-fi thing, but it's true. But yeah, yeah, if you guys haven't seen that one little sort of documentary called Project Infection, it's really good. That was the code name of the dissemination of that conspiracy theory. So again, the idea that the government was, you know, actively allowing AIDS to proliferate. Crazy stuff. And people believed it. People still believe it. Like, it's wild. I don't know. And also, this is why I feel like I know people are really into conspiracy theories. I know that, like, you know, the whole, like, Shane Dawson kind of stuff. I know people dig that. But I feel like really covering them as something serious is a disservice to people because it gets people thinking in these ways that are very, like, paranoid and that sort of undermine people's senses of reality. Like, again, like I just said, like, you know, there are people who believe this idea that was disseminated in the 80s and has been actually proven to be a planted story from KGB operatives, like specifically to make people question, you know, the U.S. government, and people don't know that. Like people still believe that. I don't know. Like it really. It's important to know what's happened. It's important to know the truth. And it's not really subjective. Like there are certain facts that we have to, you know, you can't be unmoored or unanchored from reality, because if you do that, then you're just kind of, again, you're opening yourself up to like cult kind of thinking and magical, like, well, maybe not, well, not the magic I do, but like, you know, ideas that don't fit together kind of stuff, you know, like cult of personality things. It's very interesting kind of stuff. Sorry, again, I'm on a totally different tangent. It's this, is lame to you guys, then I apologize. But like, I don't know. I find really crazy stuff out online, and I can't believe that people don't know about it, that kind of stuff. And I can't believe that I didn't know about it before I could find it. Anyway. Okay, let's see. So, okay. I don't know. See, now I'm on the chakra. It's like, you know what? Now I want to like look up all that stuff and research more of it and like share it with you guys and like create a video about it, Like, so I don't know. Maybe I should just do that. No, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's probably a good place to stop, because now my mind's like, oh my God, I should totally look up this stuff. And you guys don't want to see me like just Googling a bunch of stuff for like 2 hours. So I don't know. I guess I'll just say thank you. I guess I'll wrap this up because I don't want to be on here for 5-6 hours. And there's a bunch of awesome stuff that I want to get to sharing with you guys. So I'm gonna try to do that. And I don't know. I don't know. See, I started this so late. It's like, oh, we have to meet early. Oh, thank you, Mr. Oprah. Thank you for being here, and thank you for contributing. I appreciate that so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And you too. Have a good night and happy winter solstice. And yeah, all you guys stay awesome. Like, you guys rock. Really, I can't say it enough. Like, you guys are so amazing. I don't know. I'm always blown away by like how cool you guys are. Anyway, but yeah, I will stop going on and on about that because I could. So yeah, I guess since I started this so late, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow is like. I guess I might still be up by then. I don't know. I'm like super. That's YouTube for you. But I don't know. Maybe we'll have a continuation of our solstice thing. Maybe we'll, I don't know, see what's happening. Now watch, there will be like a huge event or something that like I end up going to, and I don't know, I either won't cover it or you'll get a surprise hangout notification. We'll see. You never know. You never know. That's what this channel's about. What is it about? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop just blabbing at this point. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good winter solstice. Think about your goals for the next year. Think about what you want to grow in your life, what you want more of. Yeah, think about opportunities and anything, like whatever you want more of. Focus on that for this solstice. And, if you miss the solstice, it's okay. You can still do it. It's still winter. In fact, solstice is technically the first day of winter, which is kind of weird to me because, it's technically we're starting spring because it's coming. I don't know. Some of this stuff I'm still a little iffy about, but, it's interesting. Oh, he's sweet, slowly. Oh, you must know about some people. So you're going to get me in trouble. So I'm going to get off of here. Thank you all so much, and thank you. As usual, I love you guys. Like seriously, you guys rock. Happy solstice, everybody.